Magnifico! Oh, I'm so happy. Good morning, everyone. It's so exciting to be on both YouTube and Facebook this morning. Woohoo! I'll tell you that story in a minute, but good morning, everyone, and welcome to my sewing room. I am Sandy, and we are going to have a little discussion today on YouTube and Facebook. And so I want to thank everyone who does view us, gives us all those likes and our loves and shares us and sends comments and everything. So I have to say that yesterday I didn't have quite enough bandwidth. When I started up, my Facebook decided to leave me. All I had was YouTube. So if you're really interested in that 8 minutes of what happened on Monday and what's going to happen this week, it is on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and then look us up, we are mysewingroom.ca, and you can see the lovely small little bit of YouTube that we did yesterday. So anyways, as it turns out, I'm very glad if you subscribe to us and watch us on YouTube or Facebook. We just had a class going on yesterday that had a Zoom link, and that Zoom unfortunately ate up my bandwidth, and I was not able to get both YouTube and Facebook. But I'm here today, yay! And I will be back on Thursday as well, because we're back down in the media area and we'll have access to everything. Oh, I'm so happy to be here and be on both of the screens today. So I just want to do a little shout out to some of our people. I'm going to repeat a few of the things that we said and did yesterday on YouTube so Facebook can see it as well. Hi, Ruth. So good of you to join me. I'm so glad Facebook is up and working. All right, now I'd like to do that shout out, and Ruth C., you're top of the list. Hi. And a shout out to Tina B., Chris L., Michelle G., Loanne F., Dorothy T., Carol D., Laurel A., Jean G., Rita B., Glenda I., Adrian G. at Bernina. Yo, Adrian. Ian M., Ken F., Sandy L., Ann L., Sandy A. Boy, sorry guys. Vivian H., Carol G., Wendy P., Debbie R., Mary Z., Carol Ann M., who stopped at the store the other day. Hello, hello. Peggy N., Helen O., Jean J., Ann S., Wendy W., Barbara A., and Diane S. I hope I caught everybody from last week's shows and this week's show. I'm so sorry we weren't there, but here we are. So now you know why there was not a Monday Minute on Facebook. That's why it's only on YouTube, and hopefully everything is working today. All right. Well, today I feel like being an artist. I think a painter. I think I could paint something really cool. I could be an artist, but I'm not sure. We'll just see if I have the right tools for it. What I want to talk about today is some of the local artisans that we feature here at my sewing room. It's always nice to source things locally, and I'd like to just give acknowledgement to those people who have let us have their product to show at my sewing room. The first local artisan has not told us her name, but we know what she does, and her beautiful jewelry is available at our store. It is not online because these are one-of-a-kind pieces, and I would just like to show you a few of our alluring adornments. All right, let's have a look. So this artisan has created some very beautiful jewelry pieces using things that, you know, wouldn't be thought of as art, but yet when you put them in these settings, they become very beautiful pieces of art that we can wear. So these are alluring Adornments. This one's got lots of silver flakes in it. It has a piece of newspaper. I'm not sure how the artisan makes the distressed look to these, but they're just absolutely beautiful. And they're using things that we know, that we recognize. Like this is a piece of, looks like tatting and stuff. It's just gorgeous. And this is really pretty. It's got a metal carving on it with a flower. And on the other side is a letter R. So if there's anybody in your family that could use an R, that would be really pretty. And this one, of course, has got a piece of a newspaper in it. It looks really cool, old newspaper, and on this side a piece of lace. They are absolutely beautiful. They come in different lengths. I'm afraid I got all the same lengths, it looks like here, but they come in a smaller length, a medium, and a long one, and they're very beautiful. You might have seen these hanging on some of our what do you call it, our dolls that we put dress. Isn't that sweet? I can't remember what our mannequins called. Mannequins, and you'll see them out there, and they are adorned in beautiful, beautiful jewelry. So this is by a local artist. It's called Alluring Adornments, and we have those at the front of our store, and they are just absolutely beautiful, exquisite pieces. Something to think about for Christmas coming up that might be of interest to one of your people. All right, so in that same vein, what if you're not buying art for jewelry, but what if you're making it? Okay, so these are some of the standalone lace earrings that OESD has put out. They're called Flourishing Lace Earrings, and there's quite a few different designs and things, and of course you can change up whatever color you'd like. They have just got a wonderful design to them. There's drapey ones, there's round ones, there's ovals, there's ones that look like wings, that looks like little shells. Absolutely gorgeous. And this comes in as a USB, and it comes also with instructions and with a color chart and everything like that. So using OESD thread, you can do this in your embroidery machine, and they are the Flourishing Lace Earrings. So they're very, very pretty. Now, if you have hardware already, that's wonderful. If not, OESD has also made an OESD earring hardware kit. So this is really cool. It contains jump rings, silver, gold, rose gold, aluminum, and brass. It also contains 25 earring hooks, and 1 jump ring opener and 2 pliers. Ooh. So this helps you make those beautiful earrings. So there it is. There's your pliers, your ring, and all the different hardwares that you would use to make these OESD earrings. And these are available at My Sewing Room. Yes. So that's one of our local distributors. Alluring Adornments, and of course an OESD that you can make yourself. That is really quite cool, and I think that's lots of fun. I watched Anne make those earrings on our YouTube, so if you want to see how it's actually done, we do have a YouTube show on making the lace earrings. All right. Okay, so what did the artist draw before he went to bed? Well, of course, the curtains. Okay, one more. What did the mama color wheel say to the baby color wheel? Don't use that tone with me. Of course, you can just see the mama wheel saying that, right? Okay. So I have another of our local artisans that I'd like to introduce you to. And we have her patterns here at the store. So let's look at, and her name is Christine. Isn't she beautiful? There she is, Christine. And Christine is a local Calgary-based designer. And she learned to sew from her mother and aunt and made her first quilt at 19 years old. Her true embrace of the quilting community came through a part-time job at a quilt shop near her Calgary home, where she sewed samples, taught classes, and designed patterns. Isn't that exciting? That's kind of like what we do here. It's really cool to have somebody who knows what we do and branched out and did their own. That is really cool. After years of teaching, designing patterns, sewing samples, and running an embroidery club, she began her own pattern business in 2012, and that is Pretty by Hand. So there you are. Meet Christine. She's lovely. So Christine does a real variety of things, and I picked out a few of her samples. So let me show you some. So she makes some beautiful, beautiful bags, and I've only picked out a couple of the bags. This one, and I picked this because you know that I love flying geese. Maybe if I put it under the camera. Let's give that a try. I love flying geese. Aren't they just adorable? They are one of my favorite things. And you can see she's added a little lace to it, has created it with some beautiful stitching and put it on the sides. And look at the nice quilting on the back. And just a cute little matching handle. So this one that you're looking at is called Little Geese Satchel. So of course I love flying geese, as you know. I made that whole quilt with flying geese, but this one is called Little Geese Satchel. Isn't that beautiful? All right. Next, I want to show you one of the other really cute patterns she makes. This is the Brighton bag. Maybe this one I might have to show up front. Look at this beautiful bag. We'll get my in the camera here. Not only has it got a bag, but it's got a bag of its own. Isn't that cute? Little bag of its own right there. All right, so this one is called the Brighton bag. Let's have a look close up. The Brighton bag, isn't it beautiful? It's got the leather handles. It's got the little mini one that goes with it. And it's just adorable. The big one is 13 inches by 11 inches by 6 inches. The mini is 4 inches by 3 inches by 2 inches. Aren't they just the cutest? So, you know, that would be cute for a little girl too. She could have a little dolly purse for her dolly. But I just love the subtle colors in this with the beautiful, beautiful stitching. She's done a marvelous job. Okay, I'll do one more of her bags. This is my absolute favorite. Is that cute? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Isn't it beautiful? This is the Lovely Lawns bag by Christine, Pretty by Hand, and it is beautiful. There's a little house block in there that's 2.5 by 3 inches. The bag itself is 17 inches by 11 inches by 3 inches. It's just so beautiful, and I just love the way she's pieced these little pieces together. I have this pattern at home, and I know that a friend of ours, Carol D, is working on this as well. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's called the Lovely Lawns bag. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, okay. I'm not quite finished with Christine. I'm going to show you a few more of her patterns, but I thought we should do another joke, I think, right? All right. Did you hear about the artist that always took things too far? Yeah, she didn't know where to draw the line. All right, let me show you a few more of her patterns. So besides making bags, she makes some cute little wallets. And I love how this one's all done as little hexies. Isn't that sweet? It's called Flower Garden Wallet. She also did some quilted round pencil cases, which are adorable if you've got art supplies that you want to put in there. Pencils, like colored pencils, those are beautiful. All right, and then she makes the cutest little zipper pouch called Sweet Tart, and this one has got just a beautiful hand stitched top to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. She is just, you can see how dainty and very beautiful her projects are. Now, not to be outdone by bags and pouches, what about a quilt? This one is called Early Riser, and it is just really a sweet thing. Oh, the colors are gorgeous. This one actually will make an 83 3/4 by 83 3/4, so a fairly large quilt. I like this one. This is the At the Cottage Mini. Isn't it sweet? Look at all the tiny little blocks, the little 9 patches and the little 4 patch squares, and oh, just so cute. So Mini At the Cottage. Oh, and this is really cute. We've talked about this before, but those are little yo-yos she's got on there, and she's joined them in strips of fabric. Don't they look like little presents? She calls it clematis, which are, you know, flowers, but I think, oh, that is so cute. Can you imagine that in Christmas colors? How adorable that would be. Clematis. And then she has a Dear Doris. Look at all of these cute little different blocks she's put in there. Just adorable. All right, and we have these samples at the store if you wish to see them. Now, she's also done some Christmas ones. Here's holiday trimmings. And that is all done in cute little Christmas colors. I just love it. It's adorable. So just not to be left out for Christmas, of course, she has made some of the most gorgeous stockings. So this is something for everyone's stockings. And I know it's August, but I think maybe we talk about a little bit of Christmas. That would be awesome. Hi, Nancy. I see Nancy has tuned in. So good of you to join us. We're just talking about some local artisans. Good morning, Teresa. We're talking about local artisans. We talked about alluring adornments first, and now we're just talking about pretty by hand. Now, you can tell from her work that she deals with very soft, very sweet patterns and colors. Well, she branched out a little because she had a friend who said, oh, I need something for my son. And she went with roadblocks. And look at the color in that. Primary colors and shapes and arrows. And it just, you know, so much out of her comfort zone. So sometimes I think that we get stuck in a rut or a pattern and the way we do things and the colors we use. It's always nice to branch out and do something different. So if you remember her by being soft and beautiful, don't forget she's got roadblocks, which is colorful and fun for young people. So that's Christine's Pretty by Hand. Oh, how sweet is that? So those are two of our local artisans. They are from Calgary, and it's always good to have local people in to do things, show their patterns, their wares, and it's just wonderful. Anyways, I just wanted to let you see some of those. And then I do have another joke for you. What does Salvador Dali have for breakfast? Well, a bowl of cereal. So my husband asked me, so is he a surrealist? And I'm going to go, yeah, I think so. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the artistic jokes. Okay. So yesterday I did a very short Monday Minute on YouTube. So I just want to catch you up for Monday Minute here on Facebook as well. So on Thursday, this coming Thursday for Facebook and YouTube, we will be looking at what do you need to quilt? So we're going to be talking about first-time quilters. What do you need? What do we do? How do we get signed up? Let's have some fun and start quilting. So that's coming up on Thursday on Facebook and YouTube at 10:30. Right now we have our brother new owners classes going. So tomorrow, if you have not already signed up, we have the brother new owners embroidery class. So how do you get involved in any of our classes? Well, you give us a call at the store, My Sewing Room, 403-252-3711. So you can phone us and we can sign you up. Or you can go to our website, mysewingroom.ca, and you'll find across the banner at the top education and community, and if you click the little down arrow, you will find them all listed there. Go to the calendar and check in on the calendar for Wednesday, August 20th for Brother Embroidery. So if you have purchased a Brother machine from us, this is your free new owners class, and if you'd like to get to know all about embroidery, this is the class for you. It starts tomorrow morning at 10:30, runs till 4:30, and it is really good. It's absolutely wonderful class, and it's free to anyone who has purchased a machine from us. And you don't just need to be a new owner. You may have bought your machine a while ago and just haven't done it. Please sign up and let us know. We would love you to learn about your machine and about embroidery. Oh, I see Anne signed on. Hi, Anne. Oh, that makes 4, you lovely ladies. Thank you for joining me this morning. All right, so that's our class for tomorrow. On Thursday, we have Facebook. And also on Thursday and Friday this week, we do have our social sewing returning. So if you're interested in coming in, bringing your friends, bringing your projects, working in the back and the air conditioning and how wonderful it is back there, that goes Thursday and Friday at the store, My Sewing Room, of course, 10:30 to 4:30. It is $10 to sign up plus tax, and then you get that back as a coupon to spend in the store that day. Also, we'll have that next week as well for part of the week. So we usually try and put social sewing wherever we don't have a class so that people can come in and enjoy things. Oh, Anne's clapping or waving. Hi. Anyways, so Thursday and Friday, social sewing. Saturday, may I remind you, ladies, it's been 2 weeks since the last class, but your quilted jacket class is on Saturday. Starts at 10:30 in the morning, so make sure you're here and ready to go. I can't wait to see the progress you've made on your quilted jacket so far. It will be very exciting. Okay, so that's just a reminder about those people who have signed up. Now, next week, we have our new owners classes for Bernina and Burnett. So if you purchased a Bernina or a Burnett from us, we have sewing for new owners on Sunday, August 24th and Monday, August 25th. So that's fun. And if you bought a sewing machine with embroidery or just an embroidery machine, we have the embroidery class on Tuesday, August 26th. They all start at 10:30 in the morning and run till 4:30 each day. And as I say, to get started, you can call us, sign up online, or drop in and visit. We'd love to have you come to the store. We can show you all the fun things. That would be awesome. So those are some classes you can look forward to this week and next week. And then, of course, because those run Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we have social sewing on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. So that's really cool. So the 27th, 28th, and 29th. And, of course, 30th then would be back to the quilted jacket class. All right. Now, you probably already know this, but I'm going to tell you again and again and again and again. Our Bernina accessory of the month is the Hammerfoot, and we looked at the Hammerfoot a week or so ago. There are actually quite a few of them. There's number 61 and 62, 64 through 69, and those hammer feet are for doing straight stitch or zigzag or a rolled scallopy edge, roll edge, not a flat one but a roll one. So those are really fun, and those feet, the hammer feet, are 25% off until August 31st. So come on, get your feet while you can. They'll be available for the next week and a bit. Bernina also is having a sale on their machines. It's called Bundles of Joy, and the sale is until August 31st. So Deb and I were looking at some of them yesterday, and the bundles that come with these machines are incredible. If you're buying a sewing machine, you get a really cool sewing bundle. If you're buying one that has embroidery and you get the embroidery, you get a sewing and embroidery, and some of them come with a learning hub. The skill hub from Bernina, absolutely amazing. So those are some fun things to look at. And I'm telling you, if you buy it this week, you're in for the new owners class on Sunday and Monday for sewing and Tuesday for embroidery. So you get to learn all about your new machine right away. If you don't have time to come to class, at least you've got until the 31st to come get your new Bernina. That would be fun. All right, and besides the Bernina's Bundles of Joy sale, My Sewing Room has a sale on right now for sergers. We have the L450, the L850, and the L860 as our own special My Sewing Room bundles. There's 2 of each machine left, and they are on a great price with a special deal for the L850s and the L860s, and that's until they're gone. And I have to say that if you purchase one of these sergers, whether it's the Bernina Bundles of Joy or our My Sewing Room sale, we have serger class coming up. Woo! I can't wait because I bought an L450 and I'm going to try it out. So serger class is actually going Saturday and Sunday, September 6th and 7th from 10:30 to 4:30. Woohoo! So that's the new owners class for sergers, whether you buy a Bernina, Bernette, or a Brother for those classes. That is wonderful. Okay, so that kind of catches you up with what happened on Monday for Monday Minute, and today's Tuesday, which is all about local artisans that we support here in the store. And Thursday, we're going to talk about some quilting things. Ooh, I like quilting things. Anyways, that's for Thursday. But you know what? I think I should get back to painting my masterpiece. I'm not sure if fence painting counts as masterpieces, but that's probably the best I can do for painting. Yeah. Anyways, all right, everybody. It is so glad to be back with you on both Facebook and YouTube. It is just a pleasure as always. And I hope you have a good day today and tomorrow. And I will see you back on Thursday morning at 10:30. Can't wait. All right, everybody. Bye.